spooky besties, and welcome to a new vlog. Last week was not very productive, I guess you can say. Like, I didn't finish any books. I mean, I read a little bit, but last week was a little difficult, like the weekend. I'm still recuperating from that, to be honest, so I'm not sure how well this is going to go, but I need to get to chapter 11 before Wednesday in Smoke and Scar, and then I need to start and get my chapters read for Wolfsong. I am buddy reading this with Olivia from Olivia's Books and Crafts. I hope I'm saying your YouTube name correctly, Olivia. I apologize. And then I need to schedule my sprints for that read along. And then I also need to start and get to part 2 of The Lion Game so I can stay up to date with that one. This is Kat from Kat's Novel Adventures book club, and then I need to start and figure out like how much I want to read at a time in this one, because this one is going to be my first book for her kid. And then I need to see if there's a chapter breakdown for is it The Boyfriend? Yes, The Boyfriend by 𝙰𝚳 𝚡𝚑𝚗, because this is one of the book club books that I'm in on Facebook with my friend Stephanie, this one. And then I don't have it in here with me, it's out in the living room, but I need to finish Queer Little Nightmares. And then with Arc Madness coming up on the 11th, I need to plan what I want to try to read for that, because I do have a lot of arcs that need to be read. So right now I'm currently uploading last week's vlog. I'm going to see what Scott wants to do, if he wants to keep watching his documentary, because he'll probably be going to bed soon because he's got to work tomorrow. And then yeah, I might join Atia during their Gaysh sprints. I was on sprints with Paula until my computer decided to crash on me. So yeah, those are my plans, and let's get to it. Hello spooky besties. So we just got done watching White Chicks, and it was Scott's first time watching it, which I can't believe, because with his movie taste, that's like the perfect fit. But it's one that I love dearly, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to go to bed. But I think I'm going to lay down and try to read some more of, so I'm 12% in at 58 pages, and I need to be at chapter 11, technically 12, since that's where we gotta stop. So 91 pages at 19% in. I think I'm gonna go read this, see if I can get through it, and if I'm still like wanting to read, I'm going to start Wolfsong. So yeah.
is there?
besties. Don't mind my hair. It just got washed. So it's kind of all over the place. But I have an update. I did indeed stay up till 3 a.m. but it was worth it because I got all caught up with book club for today. So all I have to do is read today's pages and then I'm set. And I started Wolf Song by T.J. Klune and got to like the middle of chapter 2. And Nicole ended her sprints about 3 o'clock. So yeah, that is the reading I got. I am going to finish editing this vlog, like getting the clips and stuff all set up and whatnot. And then I need to get my color roulette uploaded once it finishes exporting, because it did not export the entire video. Who knows why, but yeah. So doing pretty good this week already. Hopefully the momentum stays up. I scheduled my sprints for Arc Madness, and then I scheduled reading sprints for Wolf Song. So those are all ready to go. So I'll be sprinting twice on Saturday, and then again on Monday for Maker's Quest, Tuesday for Wolf Song, Wednesday for book club, and then I think that kind of wraps up the rest of Gaysh. So I really need to get my chapters read, go read Queer Little Nightmares, get that read, try to find a couple like shorter books to read for Gaysh so I can get some more points, and then hopefully I can get into these 2 books, and then I need to start The Boyfriend and When the Moon Hatched. So lots of things to be done, and I am so ready for it. So let's get today rolling. Do it. Hello, my spooky besties. So, I know I haven't really updated yesterday, but I did do quite a bit. Yesterday was mostly a crochet day because the shawl that I was working on took me 3 days because I had heat frogging it. But it is finally complete, and I just love the way the colors worked out. So it like made like the perfect pattern, and I'm obsessed with it. And as I was crocheting, I was listening to the booktube Coven's book club book, When the Moon Hatched, and I got to chapter 15, I think. It's either 15 or 16. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for an update there. I also have been working on my roulette blanket. Yesterday we unfortunately got one row of a new color, but we got ocean. So this is the results up to now. I do still need to film day 7s, but I'm going to do that here in a minute. And then last night after I finished my shawl, I should say earlier this morning because I was up till 4 o'clock, I worked on some more of my scrap granny squares to turn into a blanket, and we still have quite a few going. I don't know if I showed all of my squares, so I'll do like a video of them separately. But these are the ones that I worked on last night. So here's the scrap one from the yarn that I used for the shawl. And then I'm still working on a bunch of other scraps that I've got. But I have a purple, light purple and dark purple one. Well, more of like a lavender. And then an all lavender, and then a dark. So I still have a good amount of the lavender, a small amount of the dark, which I might just wind up and put into my Frankenstein ball, which I do have some rainbow, so it's going to be an interesting project. And then I have some red and some gray. So I have scheduled my Arc Madness sprints. Those are at 3 a.m. in the morning tomorrow to 8, and then I have Gaysh sprints at noon. So I'm gonna be a little in chaos mode. However, Arc Madness has started. Dee Dee has started streaming, and I need to figure out what I want to read. So I might take a look and see what audiobook arcs I have and then go from there, because I do want to finish up my granny squares from my leftovers and then get some other reading done. So once I have an update, I'll let you know. Hello friends. It makes me look orange. Hold on. There we go. Hello friends. Good morning. It is currently probably now 5:15 in the morning, and I am running sprints for Arc Madness. I just cracked open my first energy drink, so yeah. But I wanted to share a couple things that I've got. I'll start by showing off. Here is the results for day 7 of that. I do have to film day 8 here in a minute. Well, not in a minute per se, but like sometime at some point. And then I, as you saw during like a little bit of B-roll, we went to Walmart the other day, and I got Wings of Starlight by Allison Saft. Don't mind the noise in the background. Taker just laid in his chair. This is a book that I've been wanting to read for a while because it is Disney related and it's like Tinkerbell-ish, so I'm excited about that. And it is a book on my her kid TBR. So, and then we went to get groceries today, and Scott got me some coloring books. And I'm gonna go with the one that's not bookish first. Well, it can be because there are Disney books about it. But I got this really cute Disney Animals adult coloring book. And it has like all kinds of like different movie characters and all that fun stuff. So, wait, is there more? There is. I'm gonna have to show this to him because they have a villains one and a Disney World in 100 years of wonder. But I'm just like, I'm in my crafty and like hobby era right now, and I can't be more excited about it. I'm crocheting, I'm coloring, I'm just having a really good time. And like I said in my sprints that, you know, I'm back to doing YouTube full time, and it has just been an absolute blast because I'm not feeling stressed out by it like I was when I was working. So I'm able to enjoy it while I do it. And then here are the bookish ones. It came in a 4-pack, and I'm obsessed with these because they're like book covers and like quotes and stuff that are not real books, and I wish they were, because some of them I would absolutely devour, I feel. So the first one I got is the rom-com, and these are, I love them all so much. Like this one, it kind of has like an actual book, but it's not, I don't even know if it's inspired by it, to be honest, but it's The Stopover by T.S. Wesley, and I instantly thought of The Stopover by T.L. Swan. So, and then it has like quote pages, and I love them. And then my favorite one out of the 4 is the sports romance one, and it has so many hockey ones, and I am just in my hockey romance era. This one honestly looks like it might be sapphic. And then there's like hockey hunks, surfing, baseball, basketball. There's just so many of them in here, and I love it so much. And then we have So Spicy, and this one has like mafia, police force, firefighter, and this quote says, Nate was somebody else's husband, but he was her man. And then this one's either like a rock star romance or maybe even a biker romance. Look at this one. Oh, so pretty. I cannot wait to dive into these. And then I got a romantasy one, and these ones are just so beautiful. Oh, Never Lie Alone, The Sword of Tangela, The Mirror, Raven's Shadow. They're just so pretty. But yeah, those are what I got today. Let me go put these back. So, plans. I am currently listening to Milking with the Minotaur, which is an audio arc that I have. I am, what did I say in the update of the sprints? 25% in, like chapter 15, I think. I'm wanting to focus on my arcs that are audio, because I want to like do my crafts and stuff, and then I have a pen pal letter that I need to read and respond to, so I need to do that. And then, like I said, I am coloring. I'm working on a page that I started a while ago, and it's just about done. Don't mind my clipboard, there's markers inside of it that I'm using for this. So I just need to do like finish up here and then do the background of it, but it's a little ghosty. It is from my Sweet and Spooky coloring book that I have, and I love it so much. But yeah, I did notice that there are 2 books that I have that I need to write reviews for. So Unhinged Cane I need to write a review for, and then Hippie Speedball I read and I need to review that. But I have so many arcs that I need to read. But yeah, after this it would be The Teachings of Shirelli, and then Crash Test, The French Kitchen, and then Sweet Heat. So I only have 4 more audiobooks, which that seems like it's doable because I do listen to it at a faster speed. And I'm sprinting pretty much all day today. So, yeah, we will see. But when I finish Milking with the Minotaur, I will update you guys. So, yeah. Hello, spooky besties. So I have an update. I have finished Milking with the Minotaur, and this book was not what I was expecting, like in a good way. I was expecting it to be like a short, erotic monster romance with like zero plot. This book had a complete storyline to it, and it was interesting. It was spicy as hell. And like most of the characters are absolutely lovable, and then there are characters that you just want to punch in the face, like really bad. But this book kind of really took me by surprise, and I absolutely enjoyed listening to it the whole time. I was invested 100%. I also got my review up for it on NetGalley, as well as my reviews for Unhinged Cane and Hippie Speedball, because I did not do that and it needed to be done. So check, check, and check. While I was listening to it, I colored. So I did this bird and this elephant and then these butterflies. So I stayed pretty busy, and then I got some book mail. Can anyone guess what it is? I bet you can't, but you might. Dang, this is chunky. My cover is messed up too, just like Bestie's. How freaking rude. But it's not that bad, so I'm not gonna bother. But it's chunky. But it's Heartstopper Volume 6, and I cannot wait. I have been waiting for this impatiently, and me and Bestie are going to be doing an event in September called Heartstopper September, where we'll be doing a read along and a watch along of everything. So I'm super excited about that, and I cannot wait to start planning it, because this is one of my all-time favorite series, and I treasure this series very close to my heart, and I don't want it to end, but I also can't wait to get into this. So yeah, I am almost done with my Gaysh sprints for the day. I have about 26 minutes left, so I'm gonna go grab Queer Little Nightmares and try to read some of that before my sprint ends. And yeah, I also filmed and edited day 8. And we got Ocean again. And it's more than one row. I was still hoping that it would be more than 2, but it is what it is, and I'm absolutely loving how it's turning out. It's just so pretty, and it's going to be just super cozy, and I cannot wait to see the final product of when it's done. So that is done. I've done a lot. I've been up for over 24 hours, but I've done a lot. I feel very accomplished, and I'm ready to keep going. So let's go read. Hello, spooky besties. I come to wrap up this vlog. I did not read a whole lot yesterday. It was mostly a crochet day because I struggled with the yarn and then editing. So yeah, I still have a lot to do, so there's going to be a lot in the next vlog as well. But that is all I have for you guys today. I will see you guys in my next video, next vlog, or next live stream, and then somewhere in the comment section in the community, and I will see you guys then. Stay spooky, my friends.